Okay, we're over here back on the Hyundai Sonata. We've got a 2.7 V6 here. I've got one of the valve cover gaskets that I'm doing, but I've got to get to this back valve cover. And you can see that this upper plenum is going to be right in the way. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this, and we'll see kind of where that goes from there. There's some bolts on this back side you've got to get to. Alright, now I'm going to put my big moving blanket up here. These are comfortable and keep you from damaging the fender. There's a bracket over here that we've got to get loose. Get our good old famous Milwaukee out. Ground wire, make sure that gets put back. Alright, now here I've got a couple of coolant lines down here. Here's a pair of pliers I'll show you, just a regular old crappy needle nose. What I've done here is I've taken the Dremel tool and I've cut grooves in there. And these grooves are good for taking those weird band clamps off without them shooting across the galaxy. So you can see I've got this one off here. I'm going to just turn that just a little bit. And a lot of times you'll have to fight them just a little. Try not to smash your hand, because that's what you'll do. You stick that in there kind of like this, and then just tap on the pliers. And once that's out of the way, move all this stuff out of the way. Remember, the coolant system is already drained. And then you're going to go back behind here. You're going to pry on that just a little bit and get it lined up with your pliers. And then squeeze it and push it down. This little dude here. Let's see if... she's tight. That little plug, I'd like it to come out of there. There we go, that's for the injectors. Let's see if we can get that out of the way. Yep. Alright, good deal. Here's your valve cover right here. So anything that needs to be done needs to be done now. This bracket here is going to have to come off for sure. I don't think there's any other way right here. You see, you can't even see that, can you? Yep. So plug wires, everything. Alright, that come out. That one's out. Let's see if she's gonna come out. Make sure that everything's loose. Surface, but gasket surface, you've got to make sure that this is all cleaned up. Because one of the things that I found is there's silicone. Get that out of there. It's right there. These little bits of silicone. It looks like this is all factory stuff. This is not something somebody's done. So I don't think they've ever maintained this car. You see the complicated, there's your timing belt we just did on the other video, you see that? And so the power flow comes in crankshaft through the timing belt, comes into this camshaft here, which is the intake cam, and there's your cam chain, and then that goes over to the exhaust side, and notice it's a stub right there. So your power flow is a U-shaped. So can you imagine where the weakest point is on this if this car gets to having problems? If one of these cylinder head bearing surfaces gets lack of lube or seizes up, it'd be bad. Got that other one cleaning. So you'll see that I've put a little dabs of silicone around these edges. That should be able to seal anything that needs to be sealed. On these, you just want to put them straight down in there. Be very careful. I think I might go ahead and do a continuation on part 2, but I wanted to show you one thing before I go on these valve cover bolts. One thing I'll let you know is these valve cover bolts, they have a seal on them, and these seals don't come in the valve cover gasket. And what this is, there's a little extra stuff there, but this has got a little plastic cover, and there's a seal inside there. Well, these seals don't actually come with the gasket set, so I've looked online and they're a little challenging to find. Not everybody has those, so I would try and reuse those as best as I could if I were you. Yeah, see, they just go right back in there. As long as you clean them up real good, I think you'll probably be able to use them. You just got to make sure that there's no split right here in this little seal. And keep in mind too that the valve cover gasket has, is sealed as well. It seals right here. So you've got a couple of different ways that'll seal that up, but you want to make sure that these don't have cracks in them. If they do, you might be able to just use a regular O-ring as long as it protrudes. I'll show you with my pen. As long as it protrudes this plastic piece here, this is the rubber, this is the plastic, as long as it protrudes just a little bit, I think you should be okay, because if you get a little bit of crush in that, then that'll help to seal that. So anyway, I'm going to do a continuation. I'll give you a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.